Rocking with your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved. I regained some composure. I had to get myself together real quick. As you know, it's cold out here, but I had to step out to get that license plate and that information of that situation. But shout to CommenterNation, greatest nation since United Nations. Let's talk about it. There's a lot of talk about a body double. Now, part of what the focus is on the forehead tattoo. The new forehead tattoo that was gotten is being told to have not been on the head of X when he was in the car. Very strange and a very eerie type of revelation. I'm not understanding how it fits, but it is a topic nonetheless. Again, you know, distractions. We ain't worried about distractions because the best action is your reaction. We always defensive and moving at any instance. Now, here's what I'm trying to get. We have information missing on the suspect's phones, information missing on X's phone, and then there's a lot of speculation around when the pictures were taken up close. There were no tattoos on the forehead to symbolize anything dealing with it. Again, I'm moving throughout the situation, get as much sleep as I can, but must interact with family and devise plans and move forward. But that's what I'm not understanding. If this is the case, how come this wasn't brought out earlier on in an investigation to look at? Now, here's what I need to know from someone who has a picture or anything. Was this tattoo prevalently shown on the forehead of him while he was deceased? Or what was the nature of it? Now, makeup could have easily covered that if he put on the right type of makeup. And even so, to the body that was in the car, we don't know if he was using makeup. He would have to say, I never use it. But we have to also look at all the other tattoos that match up what actually is sensible. Now, here's a fun fact you guys didn't know about the series. I am alleging I increased business interaction all throughout the areas that I've been doing video. For some reason, a lot of people I never... Listen, I'm very aware of my surroundings. Never seen in my life. Never even seen around. Number one, they come through blasting music more. For some reason, blasting it as loud as they can. I let that go. Number two, they like to show up the places you never see them. And they do it regularly. So to all the business sponsors that would say to themselves, well, what does it bring? I've literally increased your progress for free. So give me subscribers for that. Come through and watch it just because of that. I hooked y'all up. There was places... I even made it public when I dealt with one of your employees and you sided with me because you saw that people were lying. Now, I had a legit company that pays most of these people around side with me that it was a lie what was being said about me. Now, that being the case, I want you to think intricately about everything else we talked about and the effects around. Also, shout to the two haters that continue to dislike. I love it. More than likely, you're either here just to be here. I don't know why you're here. You're welcome to exit, but if you want to stick around, that's fine. I really don't care either way. But you can't stop the motion, or else I would have been dealt with you. But you know how I rock. But what's up with this tattoo thing? I keep thinking intricately and looking at different things. There are other people that have mentioned things that are related to clone. Now, the word cloning, clone, I don't know where technology is as far as that. If someone down below could give me some type of information to help me fully understand where that's going and how that works, because I am unaware of it, other than the fact that I can't stop thinking that this individual showed up with a young girl and no one batted an eye. Like, I mean, it was so clearly like they were out on a date, it wasn't funny. I'm looking like maybe this is his stepdaughter. Then I'm looking at his body language, how he's like wrapped around. It's like he's got his legs stretched out and stuff. People don't do that around their stepdaughter. You know what I mean? You would conversate and stuff, but the conversation wasn't like a daddy talking to a daughter. It was like trying to impress her, trying to educate her and act like so she could say, oh, you're so smart. Like it was a mentality wrapped around it. So anybody else acting funny riding around me, just brace yourself, because I'm done playing games. It's one thing when you want to come distract. It's another thing when you want to show up as a child predator, trying to disguise yourself as a civilized man. Then you got a federal employee license plate on the back. Didn't I tell you TheCzarr was rocking with that? Listen, you're crazy. That was a dumb move. No, listen, out of everything that happened around me, that was the dumbest. Because now I'm going to look into that, and that's going to be added on to the series I already can do. You guys that was disgusting. I'm not going to say you guys, because I don't believe all federal employees think like you. That was disgusting, man. That was disgusting. No respect for that one. No respect. I had to mention it again, just so you get how I'm putting that in. You are a disgusting man, and we are going to figure out who you are. I promise. By name, too. I'm not playing around with none of that. I don't rock like that. And I don't know, anybody I'm real with and that's real around me don't play like that. I don't play like that. I ain't never heard of some ish like that. That's wild. Out in public with it like it's all good. Nah, man. You better have something to show for that. And if you're an officer and you don't check those situations that look blatantly awkward, but you can profile, you're a punk. You're a sucker and a punk. And if you got an issue, I'll come say it to your face. Just all you have to do, if matter of fact, if you are local and you're on here, comment something down below. I'll come meet you and say it to your face. If you're cool with that type of stuff, I'll say it to your face. I ain't got nothing else to say to you. So just guard yourself away from me if you encourage that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Looking down at her butt, like this girl was like 10, 11, and I look you in your eyes and you're looking down at her back. I'm like, my heart dropped. Like, is someone going to say something? But no, he would have said, this black guy attacked me verbally. He started saying, coward. Cowards. That's okay. I'm telling you, I'm leveling up. Unleash the beast. I'm leveling up. Go ahead. Unleash the beast. Work on it. You're going to get it. I'm going to tell you this right now. If the tattoo from XxxTentacion's head was not there, I'm questioning a lot more. See, there's other stuff I didn't question, assuming that people were just making up the type of Manchurian candidate type clone ideology. Like, but if the tattoo was not visible, how am I supposed to produce in my mind that no foul play was there? Now, see, it doesn't even have to be the clone stuff dealing with that. If a tattoo's not visible, it makes you think, did something happen previous to this situation that occurred here? And who really knows for a fact that certain people were involved? How did they know it was him? Because here's my thing. I have to relook to see if the tattoo was there in the video that people were taking. See, there was too many people taking video. If they had one person doing it a certain way, that would have been notifiable and that would have been examined a certain way. But if you're including things in a way that doesn't allow for me to see a cut and dry viewpoint, it's hard for me to make a determination. So I gotta see where these things go. But y'all, my fault. I just worked up off of that. I can't believe it. I did take your information. I can't believe that he was actually there doing that. I can't believe it. I can't believe that. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. It blows my mind. It legit blows my mind. I can't believe that you were out here with her doing that. That's disgusting, man. And then you were out here proud with like a smile on your face. Like, dog, like, I can't believe that. I'm still in shock. Like, no one noticed. I was saying to myself that things aren't going in no direction to make sense. At least you'd be out with their mother, not out on a Saturday like you're taking it on a father-daughter date. But then the way you're talking to her, it just doesn't produce that feel as a father talking to a daughter. It's like you took her out to treat her coffee, then you're like, oh, now you're hungry? It's like you're treating them out to try and earn something. And every man that's a man knows what I'm talking about. Everybody that has been out on a real date, that has dealt with these type of things, knows how those type of things work. And if I see a grown man with a 10-year-old girl, then I see you walking looking down at her, we got a problem. And you weren't looking down at her to appease her or talk with her, but you were looking down, like looking down. Like I'd look at my girl. Like, it is this, that was too much. That was way too much. And I don't play that way. I don't play like that. I don't know who does. I don't know anybody who does play like that. Sorry, not out in public like you're brave for it or like it's respectable. Disgusting, man. This guy. Listen, I'd rather be me and work my way up than be respected in a high position and have me going around doing that to people's daughters. You should be ashamed of yourself. And even if you're not, oh well, you're going to be the garter belt. And I guess what's going to be sacrificed for the Federation that you stand for. All rights reserved.